what's going to be automated in the future is not the same as what's being automated right now. And so if you look at what's really exciting, what's going on in computer engineering and big data and that sort of thing, there's new forms of programming. So this is an old form of programming. This is Fortran. This is from a presentation given last year. And in this presentation, he's talking about the fact that about 40 years ago, people talked about these other forms of coding. So instead of doing coding, show an example to the computer, have it learn what to do by your example. People are working on that with robotics. Or instead of procedures, instead of saying, do this, do this, do this, do this, move this pixel over here, move this pixel over here, divide by 2, blah, 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 blah. Say, put the ball in the hoop, or make this move across the screen. Instead of text all the time, maybe we can have spatial representations of programs. And then also, there's this notion of concurrency, so you can have lots of computation going on in the world. And here's a talk he gave.
This is not good enough.
He's showing this new programming. He's showing this new programming technique to a group of programmers, and I just want you to listen to the audience. So some of you might not have seen code before, but this is what code looks like. It's not just zeros and ones. It can, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. If this is greater than this, so forth. Just listen to the crowd when they see this go. And what he's talking about, first of all, is that you want to see your program and what happens on the same screen. So when you change something, you can, in your program, you can see it happen immediately. You don't want to have to think like a computer to program a computer. So.
I need to be able to see changes immediately. I need to be able to see immediately whether or not my bounciness is correct. None of this stuff. And if you have a process in time and you want to see changes immediately, you have to map time to space. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bounce off my turtle, pause the game, and now hit this button here, which shows my guy's trail. So now I can see where he's been. And when I rewind, this trail in front of him is where he's going to be. This is his future. And when I change the code, I change his future. So I can find exactly the value I need so that when I hit play, he slips right in there.
So they're amazed, right? And I was amazed when I saw that, because no development environment I've worked in can do that. So there's new ideas about programming, and we don't have to program the way we've been doing it for the past 40 years. And so what if you could see what happens immediately? What if you don't have to think like a computer, but you just have to be able to play with things or try out new ideas? That means a whole new branch of people could become